dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. Gant. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's go,
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got an open man. That's David Jvcom, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Gant, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing again. Gant. And an alley to run. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Let's go!
From the gun on third down. Gant. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 49 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
They're running it. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Yellow. Jam, jam, jam.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Yellow. 480. 54 miles. Coming to you. Coming to you. Check, 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 check. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Yellow, yellow.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yellow. I'm the blue lady. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey. Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Check 50. Check 50. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Joker, joker. Joker, joker. Switch, switch, switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Come back!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And then he's caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Byron Pringle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
I can't believe they let you play.
43! 43!
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelce. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Yellow. Where's the line? 54.
All day, every day, any day.
Yellow.
54.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
To throw on 2nd down. Gant is going to fire one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Leonard Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go,
43.
Now here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
54.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. the person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Let's go. Here we go. 53. Mike, 53. Hey, pick your game up.
On first down, Gant. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. 22 yards there, a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On third down, Gant. This is the tight end, Jvcom. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And the Cowboy first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Gant. He's got Jvcom, his big tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Looking to throw. Gann. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. Here we go. On the base. Out. Hey. Go. Mike, 53, Mike.
This is Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Elliott, toss right. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, Gann. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And an Allen run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Oh, ball, that's our ball, that's our ball.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gant, and he fires one incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
And it's 3rd down.
good. Let's go. Tell me the ending. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day. All day. Here we go. Check your left. Check the call. Check the call.
Operating from the gun. Gant. And that will be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right there.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down now, McKinnon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check now, check attack. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tackles. He's coming. Put it to Jet Bomber. He's coming to Jet Bomber.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Gant looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down now, run with McKinnon. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check it back.
From the 36, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They go to Elliott again. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch out for Hill on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All right, T, left side. All right, T. Yellow. He's coming. We got double up.
They run the counter. McKinnon, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Gant. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Slam.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Berry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, Gant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Gant. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to the air on second down. Gant. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Gant. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the target there. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They run it with McCammon. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chiefs on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Here's Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gant nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Gant got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Gant. That one complete to Elliott. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Kansas City, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss here is their 10th of the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.